Have you ever felt like you're constantly swimming against the tide, struggling to find peace in the midst of life's chaos, wondering if there's a way to navigate through it all with grace and resilience? Imagine for a moment that you possess a hidden compass, one that guides you unwaveringly through the stormy seas of life, helping you stay calm, strong, and unshaken, no matter how rough the waters get. This compass, my friends, is Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has illuminated the way for countless individuals throughout history, enabling them to find tranquility in turmoil and wisdom in adversity. Today, we're going to delve deep into the essence of Stoicism, uncovering its profound insights and practical applications that can transform your life, just as it did for one of history's greatest emperors, Marcus Aurelius. Whether you are dealing with personal challenges, professional obstacles, or simply seeking a life that feels more fulfilling and meaningful, Stoicism offers timeless tools to help you thrive. Find joy in the process, and not just the end result. So, if you're ready to learn how to turn your struggles into strengths, your challenges into growth, and your worries into wisdom, stay tuned. In this video, we're not just studying history, we're unlocking the secrets to a happier, more resilient version of yourself. Welcome to the world of Stoicism, where every difficulty is a stepping stone, and every moment is a chance to become the best version of who you're meant to be. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. And remember, hitting that subscribe button may cost you nothing, but it means the world to us as we continue bringing you more transformative content like this. Don't skip ahead because you're not like everyone else. You're here because you're seeking something deeper, making you an exception in a world full of people passing by. Embrace that difference and come along with us on this exceptional journey. Six Stoic lessons for clear thinking. 1. Master your perception. Marcus Aurelius emphasized one of the most powerful principles of Stoicism, the idea that our perception shapes our reality. It's not the events themselves that disturb us, it's the way we interpret them. This concept isn't just central to Stoic philosophy, it resonates across a range of psychological and philosophical traditions. Take the words of Epictetus, another respected Stoic philosopher, who said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." This reinforces the idea that our response to external events defines our experience of them. Now, think about a situation that seems negative at first glance. By default, we might label it as bad or unfortunate. But what if we took a moment to pause and ask ourselves, is it really that bad? Is there another way I can view this? This small shift in perspective opens up the possibility of seeing challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Aristotle, another towering figure in Western philosophy, spoke about the golden mean, the balanced middle ground between two extremes, excess and deficiency. In Stoicism, this concept aligns with our ability to navigate life with moderation and wisdom. When we train our perception, we begin to cultivate the ability to respond to life's challenges not from a place of immediate reaction, but with calm, clarity, and insight. 2. Finding balance in perception. When it comes to our perceptions, the Stoics urge us to find a middle ground between two extremes, blind optimism and crippling pessimism. In a world that often pulls us in opposite directions, training our perception helps us stay grounded. It's about acknowledging the reality of our circumstances without letting them dictate our emotions. This isn't just a Stoic idea, it also aligns with psychological insights from Carl Jung, a profound thinker in the field. Jung believed that our inner world shapes our outer reality. So when we train ourselves to focus on the positive, or at least the potential for growth in difficult situations, we're not only shifting our internal state, but also changing how we engage with the world around us. Training your perception, therefore, is a proactive choice. It's about consciously deciding to see the glass as half full, to seek the silver lining even when the sky is cloudy. This doesn't mean ignoring the negative or pretending that problems don't exist. It means acknowledging them and choosing to focus on how we can learn, grow, and find even the smallest spark of positivity. Just like physical exercise, this mental training is something that gets stronger with practice. The more you work on shifting your perception, the more resilient you become in the face of life's challenges. By blending Stoic practices with insights from Western philosophy and psychology, we empower ourselves to live balanced, fulfilling lives no matter what comes our way. 3. Mastering your emotions. Marcus Aurelius deeply understood the chaos that uncontrolled emotions can bring. He reminded us that reason must be our guide, advising that we have the power to choose our responses, even in emotionally charged moments. This powerful reminder emphasizes that we are in control, our fleeting feelings are not. Whenever you feel anger rising or anxiety clouding your thoughts, remember Marcus's advice. Take a moment to breathe deeply, step back, and choose a response that reflects your best self. This Stoic insight isn't unique to Marcus alone. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, also taught that mastering emotions leads to a more peaceful, fulfilling life. He suggested that we reflect on the roots of our emotions and thoughtfully decide how to deal with them, avoiding being swept away by their intensity. Similarly, Plato spoke of the necessity for reason to govern the emotional and spirited parts of our being, much like a charioteer controlling two horses. The message is clear. Our rational mind should lead, ensuring that our emotions don't pull us in directions we don't wish to go. Psychologically, Carl Jung acknowledged the power of emotions and the necessity of integrating them to grow. He believed that by confronting and understanding our emotions, we could achieve individuation, becoming our true, most authentic selves. This journey allows us to use our emotions as cues for growth, not as commands that control us. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by anger or anxiety, remember the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. Use reason to assess the situation. Reflect on your emotions like Seneca, and seek balance like Aristotle. Like Plato, let your rational mind steer you. And like Jung, use your emotions as pathways to greater self-awareness. By mastering your emotions, you're not suppressing your humanity, you're enhancing it. You're choosing to respond, not react, ensuring that your true self stays in control. 4. The dichotomy of control. One of the most transformative teachings of Stoicism comes from Epictetus, who emphasized the dichotomy of control. This concept encourages us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is beyond it. Recognizing this distinction is liberating. It frees us from unnecessary stress and anxiety about things we can't change, like the weather or the actions of others. Imagine if you dedicated all your energy to focusing only on what you can influence. You'd be like a gardener who concentrates on tending to their plants, not trying to control the weather. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control. Nurture what's in your power, your inner self, your actions, and accept the external circumstances as they come. The wisdom of this Stoic principle also aligns with the insights of Aristotle, who emphasized the importance of focusing on virtuous actions and developing a strong character. Excellence, he believed, isn't an isolated act, but a habit, something we cultivate with the choices we make each day. Plato's teachings also resonate here. In his allegory of the chariot, he depicted the soul as a charioteer, trying to control two horses representing different parts of the psyche. Just as the charioteer focuses on steering the chariot, we must focus on guiding our actions wisely, knowing which aspects of life we can control and which ones we must simply accept. In summary, by practicing the dichotomy of control, we free ourselves from the constant tension of trying to change things outside of our control. We focus on what truly matters: our actions, our choices, and our personal growth. This approach not only leads to a more peaceful life, but also ensures we use our energy where it's most effective. You said, when you're overwhelmed by anger or anxiety, remember these timeless teachings. Like Marcus Aurelius, use reason to assess your situation. Like Seneca, take the time to understand and reflect on your emotions. Like Aristotle, aim for balance, allowing yourself to feel without being ruled by those emotions. Like Plato, let your rational self steer the course. And like Carl Jung, use your emotions as a gateway to deeper self-awareness. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them, it means understanding and enhancing them. It's about choosing how to respond instead of reacting impulsively. You're in the driver's seat, not your fleeting feelings. This proactive approach helps you live intentionally, making choices that reflect your core values and aspirations. By doing so, you cultivate a more balanced and fulfilling life. 5. The dichotomy of control. One of the cornerstones of Stoic philosophy, especially emphasized by Epictetus, is understanding the dichotomy of control. The wisdom lies in recognizing what is within your control and what is beyond it. This distinction frees us from unnecessary stress and anxiety about the uncontrollable parts of life, like the weather or others' behavior. Imagine if you only focused your energy on things you can influence. You'd be like a gardener, tending to your plants without worrying about changing the weather. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control, nurturing your inner self and your actions while accepting external conditions as they unfold. Linking this with Western philosophy and psychology, Aristotle's teachings also stress the importance of focusing on our own actions. He believed excellence is a habit, a series of choices we make daily. Plato's allegory of the charioteer depicted the soul trying to control two horses, representing different parts of our psyche. The message here mirrors the dichotomy of control. We must focus on steering our chariot wisely, recognizing what we can manage and what we must accept. Socrates, too, emphasized self-improvement and virtue, urging us to focus on cultivating our inner character and actions. His famous quote, "An unexamined life is not worth living," reminds us to reflect on what we can control and improve, aligning with the Stoic focus on self-awareness. Carl Jung, in his Psychological Insights, also spoke about individuation, the process of integrating our conscious and unconscious selves, helping us understand what we can change within and accept what we cannot. So, how do we apply this powerful concept to our daily lives? Start with a simple shift in perspective. When faced with a frustrating situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go like leaves floating down a river. Direct your energy toward what you can influence, whether that's your attitude, your actions, or how you respond to others. Embracing life's unpredictability with a sense of calm peace doesn't mean being passive. It means actively engaging with what you can change while accepting what's out of your hands. This mindset reduces stress and empowers you to live with more intention and effectiveness. 6. Embracing virtue. Living virtuously is not merely about self-improvement. It reaches into how we interact with others and contribute to the world around us. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus considered virtue the highest good, something to live by every day. For Marcus Aurelius, virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline weren't abstract ideals. They were practical tools for living a meaningful life. In his meditations, he repeatedly emphasized these values as the core of a well-lived existence. Seneca believed that living virtuously brings tranquility and freedom from suffering, not because virtuous people are exempt from hardship, but because they approach adversity with grace and resilience. Epictetus took it further, suggesting that our very purpose is to live according to virtue. While we cannot control external events, we can always choose to respond with virtue, which is entirely within our power. This Stoic approach aligns with broader philosophical and psychological ideas. Aristotle saw virtue as a mean between two extremes, emphasizing balance and moderation in all things. His Nicomachean Ethics laid out a blueprint for happiness, emphasizing that virtue is not a one-time act, but a habit we develop through deliberate practice. Plato, too, centered his philosophy on living in alignment with goodness, truth, and beauty, advocating for a just society where everyone plays their role virtuously. Socrates, the icon of Western philosophy, famously linked knowledge with virtue. He believed that knowing the good leads to doing the good, encouraging individuals to pursue knowledge that would guide them toward virtuous action. Embracing virtue in everyday life is about aligning your actions with your highest ideals. By focusing on developing a strong character and responding to life's challenges with virtue, you create a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and deeply connected to your core values. Virtue isn't something distant or unattainable. It's something you cultivate, moment by moment, choice by choice. By living virtuously, you not only improve yourself, but contribute to the greater good, creating a ripple effect that can transform your life and the world around you.